Hey, fourth graders, Mr. Bell here. All right, let's get started on your next project, and that is going to be a mirror image of your name and the new year, 2021. So the mirror image that you see here is, of course, this D is a mirror image of it right there. The E, the B, the B, the I, and the E in 2021. Mirror image is here. So if you put these together, and you will see that they match up. All right. Everything matches. It's a mirror image. A mirror image of this side is right over here. And of course that will make the 2021 backwards, and it'll make the name on the other side backwards, but that's what a mirror image is, okay? So let me show you how you do this. This is actually my wife's name. I made one for her as my first example. And on the next one, I'm gonna do my name. So you can do your name, or maybe if you want to make one for someone, then you can do their name and make a gift for somebody. So that's always nice. All right, so here we go. Step one is, let me go ahead and get these out of the way. I've got some cold color crayons and some warm colored crayons. I have a box of markers, and I have an eraser and a pencil. You'll need all these things on this project. And let me talk about this really quick first. I did do warm colors on one side and cold colors on the other to create a contrast. It really doesn't matter what colors you choose. Just make sure whatever colors you choose on one side that you use different colors on the other. So I could have made this entire side here red, white, and black. I could have just used red and black and left the background white. On this side, it could be all blue and pink and purple. Just make sure that you have different colors on each side. That's the main thing. But if you want to do warm and cold, that's fine. That's a really easy way to create a contrast. And here we go. All right, step one is fold your paper. That's the hot dog fold. Nice and long. Okay. And open it up. And then you have the crease here. You can draw a line down that crease if you want. You don't have to, but if you do, make sure you're staying exactly on that crease. All right. And then you're going to write your name or the name of somebody across here like this. And, you know, try to space it really well so that you sort of have an equal amount of space on both sides. Notice I got them very even. So if you make your letters too small, you could finish your name right here and end up with all kinds of weird extra space on the side, and that's not good. So sketch very lightly so you can erase and redraw as you need to, so it all fits on there well. And all right, my name's Alan, so I'm going to write Alan on there. And I need to think about this. A-L-L-E-N. So you can also get a little sheet of paper and write the name down, and then find the middle. So that will be this L right here. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I can come over to here and I can find the middle, or take a guess at where the middle is, and I can put a letter L here. That's how I can center my name. So I'll have two letters on the left and two on the right. And that will really help me. So I'm going to make the other L. And then I'm going to come over here and make the A. I'm going to come over here. I'm trying to keep the spacing somewhat similar. I'm going to come over here and make the E. Then I'm going to make the N. And I can look on the left and the right, and I think that spacing's pretty good. I think it's pretty even, so that's fine. The only thing I don't like is this L is a little too far from here and close here, so I'm going to erase it. Remember, the lighter you draw, the easier it is to erase and redraw things. I'm just going to move this L over a little bit. And I don't like the way this part of the A is going, so I'm going to straighten it out. Move it over a little like this. There we go. All right, that's good. I like it. I'm happy with it. I think the E is a little too close to here, so I'm going to change that. It's best to do this right away. And I wish I had drawn a little bit lighter. It would have erased a little better, but I think that's good. There we go. It can take a while till you get your letters looking correct, but this is the most important part of the project, actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave it. And now I'm going to put some designs. However, I put a sun here. You don't have to have a sun. You have to decide what kind of designs or patterns you want in the background. Your choice. So I'm going to go ahead. I like the sun idea, but I'm going to do something different on this one. I'm going to make sure you write the date on here somewhere. This is a 2021 project. So there's my date, and I'm going to put a cloud around it. There we go. Now I'm going to start putting some different designs. You can put hearts, anything you want, stars, any kind of little design. I'm going to put a eye up here. I'm going to put a, let's see, some balloons. It's up to your imagination. You could draw little animals. It really is totally up to you. A little arrow. Any kind of little thing that you want to put is fine. And when you feel like you have enough stuff to your liking, then stop. Black marker. And start tracing all of your lines with a black marker. Now there shouldn't be anything on the bottom, and there shouldn't be anything on the other side. That needs to stay blank. This needs to stay blank. You can only work on the top half. That's all. And then start tracing. Take your time. Trace neatly. Trace everything. The only thing you don't need to trace is that line right there. While you're tracing this, if you think of anything else you want to add, you certainly can if you want to. Like if you want to have anything that looks like it's going behind the letters, you can certainly do that. So make sure that you do it in pencil first and then trace it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue tracing everything with the black marker. Okay, so I have everything traced, and if there's any parts where you didn't trace over the pencil lines very well, just get your eraser and erase those little parts out. Make sure that all your letters go right down to the middle part of this paper, right to that line there. That's important because they need to be right next to each other later on. All right, so here's what you do next. You're going to take this paper and you're going to fold it so that it's on the inside. And the reason we use black is so you can see through. And you can see through. So what you're going to do next is you are going to trace all of the black marker lines that you see through your paper. You're going to trace everything. You can hold it up to the light and make sure you didn't skip anything. Okay? So that's what you're going to do next. Keep on tracing. Trace it as exact as you can. That's how your mirror image will end up looking better. Don't skip anything, okay? Alright. Okay. So, once everything's traced, then flip it to the other side. And you're going to notice that this side's a little harder to see the lines. So I would suggest that you go to a window in your house and hold this paper up to the window, and you'll be able to see everything a lot more easily, and you'll be able to trace everything. Think of your window as like a light table, okay? So that's what you want to do next, is trace all that. And you can always hold it up to the light and make sure you didn't skip anything, okay? So work on that part next. Okay, my very last part to trace. And when you have it all traced, open it up and make sure you didn't skip anything. I notice I'm missing this part right here, so I'm going to go ahead and trace that part. Okay, that should do it. And when you look in the middle here, if you have anything that's not matching up, then you're just going to have to get your eraser and try to get those things to match up better. There we go, those match up better now. My pen's not really, it's not an exact science, so you're going to have to go in and fix some parts. I always do. That's not matching right there. So I'm going to erase that a little bit and move it over. Alright, these all match. That matches well enough. This A is not matching, so go ahead and make sure that matches there. And this line and this line are matching that well. There we go. Alright, these are all touching. Okay, and that's matching there. There we go. Okay, there's your mirror image. Now you're ready to pick the colors that you want to use. And doesn't matter how many, you could pick 2 colors. I would pick at least 2 colors, but you can have as many as 5 or whatever, and same thing down at the bottom. Just make sure they're not the same colors. So that's the part I'm going to work on next, and I'm going to trace my, yes, I can use black too, brown, anything. I'm going to decide which colors I want to use on each side, and I'm going to start tracing them. Alright, that's what you want to do next. Okay, so I traced one side, and make sure it matches right there. One side black and one side blue. There's the main part. And this is a mirror image of my name, Alan. Everything's a mirror image. And now that I have these all traced, all the pencil lines traced with marker, now I can go in with some crayons and I can decide what colors I'm going to choose to color inside the little elements and the background and all that kind of stuff. So that's the next part. Okay, all done. So I used some complementary colors up here, purple and yellow and blue and orange, another set of complementary colors, and not the same colors on both sides, not the same colors on both sides, mirror image, mirror image. All right, y'all have fun with this. Can't wait to see your creations. All right, take care. Bye-bye.